What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another episode of my Byzantium playthrough, where in our previous episode we fully vassalized Friesland as well as the Netherlands, and we actually have quite some Liberty Desire issues, unfortunately. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is actually spend some prestige on the Spanish, and the reason I'm doing that is because we have a royal marriage with him. I'd really like to stabilize his Liberty Desire, as he will most likely break his royal marriage and then be even more difficult to stabilize. But we do have a truce with the Netherlands and Friesland, so I'm going to go ahead and throw down some diplomats here initially, well, when I can. And we might chill a little bit, not so aggressively enforce religion on those two. But our influence definitely expands more and more over the New World, and I do want to be integrating some of these guys ASAP, but we need those relations with them, man. Unfortunately, there's only so many things we can do to improve relations with them, and a lot of it is going to take time. But at the moment, we are involved in this war. Where we're going to take some land here, and I will actually hand these two provinces off to Ethiopia. But I do need to go separate piece this African duder in order to get out of this war, which could take some time. So let's get straight into things. The wastelands are all different since this new patch has been released, which I'm sure many of you are used to, but not myself personally. Now, we did get these French pretender rebels spawning last episode, and needless to say, we need to deal with them because we've got a personal union. We're 56% of the way integrating France, and if they were to be successful, we would lose the throne over him. Now, the Palatinate joins a coalition. It's been some time since anybody has had the balls, the cojones, to join a coalition, but there we go. We are going to be wanting to start another war as well. However, in 2 years I can integrate Ravensburg. I also want to begin integrating some of my subjects, because at the moment I am 1 over my relations. It's just the beginning of this year. Yeah, it's probably going to be smart to declare on another nation. We do have the Imperialism CB. So the question is, who do we not... Probably someone in Asia here. Do we not have a truce with? We could declare on him and actually annex this for myself, right? Even if I don't have the coring range, which I think I do, I can core up one province being next to my vassal Ming. How about we do that? I think I like that idea. And I'll be able to give a little bit of Ming's core back from the nation of Wu. That gives us something to do in the meantime. Yeah, wow. Coalition spawning. I did not actually anticipate that. But it is what it is. Standard stuff here. We might find that it diminishes again. Who knows? What I do know, though, is that unless maybe those rebels spread and demoralize the heck out of this country, it's going to take me a little while to rush down the peace amount. So why don't we start that immediately? Oh, no way. I don't have access. Okay, it appears as though we can get access, but it's going to be quite awkward on the relations slots. Who's the least liberty desire? The Netherlands. Let's go ahead and improve relations with him. Now, I don't think Friesland we can get a royal marriage with, but the Netherlands we should be able to. 1 Diplo rep and 15% reduced Diplo annexation cost. The dream. Got him. Wow, that is so nice. Look at that, guys. We jumped about 20% with the French, and that modifier should remain until we integrate him. I would imagine it's 5 years. With this amount of Diplo rep, we're actually losing Diplo points. But, yeah, I reckon with this amount of Diplo rep, spending 5, are we? No, 8. Wow. Per turn. I suggest that we'll integrate him before those 5 years are up. Nice, mate. Very nice. And if we ever get some more states, like these 5 states, we could state them up all freely in France. That'd be pretty cool. Can we make it here now? Oh, really? I bet I could come down this way. Oh man, how horrible. I think actually, yeah, we can get access here. I think that's actually the only way in, come to think of things. Because we're at war, we can walk into there to there. Wow, that's awkward, dude. So I was actually going the right way. Yeah, that's going to make that war that we're involved in take longer than I would like. Actually. God dang it. At least when I do take up my admin, it's for -5 as opposed to like a million over. A million percent more. Alrighty. I do want to be declaring the war, but yeah, I guess my troops are in position. Let's do this. We're losing a lot of Diplo points right now, which feels bad. Let's do this. Let's go straight for Wu's capital. Or should I actually be dealing with his troops? I don't know. Oh my goodness, I don't nearly have enough diplomats. This is brutal. 12 out of 6. So yeah, we just focus on cancelling these right now. We either just discovered a new nation or a new nation just spawned. I didn't actually pay attention to who that was. No way. Why? Because the Spanish are in there. Ugh. Horrible. Maybe the Spanish would walk up to this dude. Oh, his enthusiasm is actually diminishing, it looks like, because of these rebels. I hope that we can just get a white peace with him. That would make my life much easier. So Ethiopia has made these occupations. I guess we could just give it to him. We don't have liberty desire issues with Ethiopia. He's all good. I was going to hand the provinces off to him afterwards, but same diff. Yeah, this guy is medium. Go rebels. Make my life easy. Or Spanish, go do it for me. Perhaps the Spanish have better vision than myself. I would not be surprised. We still need to be vigilant when we hand Wu's occupations over. I'm going to take up my military because there are some nations like the Timurids that actually out-tech me, which is not cool. Not preferable, that's for sure. Oh, no way, I can't make it through there. God dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. It's all up to... Oh, no. The rebels have finished up. No way. It's all up to you, Spaniards. It's all up to you. I believe in you. I can't even get there. How ridiculous is that? That's not good at all. I realized that I want to remove these from the trading companies, as they can be converted now, and then fix that up. Then we're just going to add everything to the trading companies in one foul swoop. The trading company out here. Netherlands is just about happy. Then we can grab a Royal Madrid him and he'll be significantly more happy. That's good. Yes, Spain. My champion. Yes. Yes, so show them how great I am, Spanish. I always believed in you. I want to actually manually do this. Try to do it all in one episode here, preferably before these rebels spawn, so that I don't kind of forget. Oh, nice. Good time to do something here. This is really beginning to tilt me, guys. Russia's expanding into Asia. Good, again, I shouldn't complain about that, but the guarantees. Like, guaranteeing QQ at this point, he's doing it, needless to say, just to piss me off. Whereas that could be free land for him. It's completely unreasonable and unrealistic. Why do we have, like, the most pacifist Russia in Europe? It doesn't make any sense. He's perfectly content expanding into other regions where it's not his religion, not his culture, and may or may not even benefit him as much due to trade. But over in Europe, with fully accepted culture, he's like, nah, I don't want none of this. I've got to protect it from the Greeks. How dare you? Oh, what the? Just gotta wait for his attitude to adjust. We still have too many relations slots, dude. Can I cancel any of these? Get him. Get him. Good. And I think we're back to just being won over by default. Whew, wasted a lot of Diplo points there. Oh well, we're doing well enough on Diplo. So hopefully if we just take that guy's capital, we can get out of war with him, thanks to the beautiful Spanish down there doing wonders for us. We would be lost without you, Spaniards, and by that I mean this war would take much longer than I would desire it to take. Yeah, we should do a full 100% war into the Timurids. Hopefully, once we peace out of this, the coalition diminishes. But we do have other options, like we could go into this guy here, who has no friends. We have a navy with plenty of transports up and running, so we could just invade him. And it looks like we could do a full annexation of Madagascar. That would be a good move and stabilize that area and move on. I shouldn't have bothered to even do that because we're about to fully annex him. Sweet. Oh, look at that beauty, mate. The wasteland filling in on behalf of Byzantium. That's always a good way to inflate your ego. is obtain these gigantic wasteland provinces. Color the map blurple. Fantastic. Yeah, why don't we go pick up a navy? I feel like that guy over there looks pretty vulnerable. And his allies won't back him up. We out-tech him. We're kind of close. And it'll probably perhaps take a little while to complete that war. So maybe, yeah, by the time we finish these two wars, perhaps we can begin integrating Ravensburg at that point. So we're going to do something like that as our peace offer. But we have to work Wu down a little bit more beforehand. Rutrow. These bloody rebels. How dare you spawn in Orthodox lands? What is this? Okay, let's go put our most swaggin' general onto the stack. And then rush out here. So, the Netherlands, you should give me a royal marriage. Yes? Yes. Which puts our relations in a pretty nice spot. Wow, France 94%, boys. The dream is real. The dream is real. Oh, you know what that made me realize? We're way behind in that case in... Oh, wow. These pretenders are still up and running. What the... I didn't even realize. My bad. I should have followed through there. It's going to put us way behind in forming Rome. We were waiting on that and... Oh, wow. No, we're in over our head right now, though, in that regard. I can't declare on these guys with a coalition. That feels bad, man. That's okay. Well, don't get tilted by it, Monk. We're ahead. Think of it that way. We are ahead, and... that is why we're behind. However, I think forget this guy, right? Let's go, just attack the British directly. Heal up these navies. Now I should have another navy around this side of the world, right? It's this one here. I reckon 2 navies will do the trick, but we need to do a full-blown seaborne invasion on to the British Isles in order to acquire London, which has not been built up in fort level. Beautiful. So this is where we're going to be spending a chunk of our admin now. Yeah, that's a little bit more exciting. The bad news is that we still need the French region, which is basically this and this, as well as the odd English province, those two. And we still need Zealand, even after we deal with the British. Now, again, to reiterate, I plan to do that by the time we integrated France, but suddenly we're going to integrate France so much sooner. I did not anticipate that. So let's bring our navies around and be ready to do the dirty work on the British. Which hopefully will not take too long. I hope it won't take too long. The Russians are down here fighting Wu as well. Russians are doing a good job expanding and spreading that Orthodox, but they are going to make a little bit of border gore out here, but I should not worry about that. I mean, he's expanding into China's culture, which of course is supposed to be ours via Ming, but this was not the plan, was it not? This was the plan, was it not? 'Twas it? 'Twas it not the plan? Twas it was. Okay, attrition is a big deal. But we've got unrest around here. So I'll keep my troops around here. This dude, though, we must kill ye old British. How much are you progressing each day, France? Each month? Wow. What the hell just happened? Is that really in fog? It was in Hawaii, wasn't it? This one, I think I saw it say Hawaii. I completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, about 1.1%, I think. That's crazy. Now, I saw in between episodes that the British were getting wrecked by Mexico, guys. Interesting. Nope. Looks like the British actually won, I guess. Because they just recently took this. However, this was being sieged up, the British Isles, by Mexico, but I guess they were kind of base racing each other. Either way, guys, I think the British probably have a lot of troops out here in the New World. Speaking of the New World, we're going to struggle in the New World when we declare this war. Because of how powerful Newfoundland, the 13 colonies, and British Louisiana are. But in regards to those guys, needless to say, I wish to annex the British and just straight up annex them and inherit those colonies via that manner. But right now, let's declare this war. I should try to get Bohemia out first. Good point. Which I have not. I'm not really poised my troops to do. I do feel like kind of backdooring, jumping onto the British Isles right now, like quite aggressively, because I suspect that he's gone a little bit, as we say in the industry, brotarded, like we have seen previously with the other colonial peeps. A little bit insane in ye old membrane. Okay, let's wait till that one finishes up as well. And then we'll just add everything in the region. We don't quite own everything in the region, unfortunately, but it's all good. Wow, the French! I did not expect that, guys. We're gonna integrate France this episode, aren't we? Cool. Oh, I have not even put a diplomat in Friesland this whole time. Derp. Do you have debt, Friesland? No, you do not. Neither do the Netherlands, neither does Spain, and neither does Ming. That's all good. Please tell me the Russians are not on his capital. Did they really ninja that? They did. Wow. Bastards. Okay. Let's just get out of this war. Let's go fully annex this guy. There are some nice farmlands here nearby. Let's stand in those to help us with the rebel factions. Okay, the British military is 1 ahead of ours in tech, and Bohemia, same tech level. Cool. Frenchies. Maybe, perhaps the Frenchies will help us against the British. I mean, currently he's sieging up these, but if they could swing over and help us against the Bohemians, that would be good. Alright, here, let's just add everything, and that's as good as gold, that area. If only we had those 4 provinces, then it would really be as good as gold. Never have to deal with that region again. We are coming to the final age here, guys. The age of revolutions, which unfortunately does actually drop our admin efficiency by 5% because of this 5% admin efficiency, and I always hate it when it goes. But once we do reach this third admin efficiency at Tech 27, we will be obviously 10 ahead from that point, but also 5 ahead from where we are currently. And it's not admin efficiency, but we can reduce the cost of provinces with our golden era. This is not Chinese culture, but could go either way. I have plenty of admin to spend. We could just give it to Ming though, right? I wonder actually if we owned everything here that is not Chinese culture, could our trading company dominate Canton? Probably. It's hard to say. That's a pretty good thought though, come to think of things. I was thinking when we did this with Ming, it's a shame that we won't have a successful trading company out in this region. But maybe we could have both, at least in Canton. Does not mean the same could be the case with the other trading regions necessarily. Okay, keep marching over to Bohemia. Oh, there we go. That's fort level 8. So for some reason, London is not a high fort level. I should not complain about that, considering it says capital. But Marshes is extremely high. Fort level 8. Feels bad, man. Why you do this? Tech up for -5 on our military. And we shall eventually creep along with that quality ideas. How you doing, Russia? Did you super peace him? Good job. Wait, what? You didn't take any land. He took a tiny province up there. I think that was ages ago. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, Russia? Are you for cereal? The hell is that? Well, here's the dream, guys. Oh, the beautiful French integration. Look at that. The dream is real. A little fun fact with Budget Monk, guys, for those of you who don't know, I did actually form Rome as Byzantium before the achievement or possibility to form Rome essentially was in the game. So I've actually been here and done all this before, and funnily enough, in that game years ago at this point, I did also PU France. But yeah, so just to reiterate, I basically reformed the Roman Empire, i.e. taking all of the sort of previously conquered land by the Roman Empire as the nation of Byzantium a long time ago. Sorry about speaking so slowly. I'm looking for the French stack. Is it that? I guess it's that. Yes, that is the French stack, which apparently is majorly composed of mercenaries. Interesting. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and state up some of the stuff. Lior. I should just actually use this map mode. Really? Castile. Castile I conquered, didn't I? Castile's one of the better ones, apparently. Siena? Doesn't sound right. It must be a French thing. What the hell is that sound? There was like a bug in my room, I think, which I might have to deal with in a moment. Yep, there's a bug. I see him. Luckily, I am a man. Think I care about no bugs? Oh, Really, Paris. This region is named that. Okay, so Saini. Don't know how to say that, guys. Did I nail it? Obviously nailed it. Saini. Obviously. Don't even doubt. You guys might be under the impression that it's named something else. That's alright. I forgive you for being wrong. But nailed that pronunciation, obviously. Yeah, cool. We're now at 6 out of 6 relations. So, that's a French dude, isn't it? This guy here. So we should have the whole Iberian region now. Cool. And we could... No, Provence was conquered by the Pope, remember. If we do that, then I would have to... Okay, so these are all Iberian, these three. Toledo, Castile, and Alengio. Don't know how to say that. This one down here is a dude. Here we go. State that up. And I think we've got one more. Savoy, Algiers, Brittany, which we can do for free. Cool. Alrighty. Feels good, man. A lot more of a Europa under our sort of thumbnail. And I think Brittany, we took the old-fashioned way by the looks of things. Or there was the odd province there that France did not have, apparently, which I am oblivious to because I actually play other games at the same time, I'm sorry to say. Meaning literally other games, not Europa Universalis, but also other games of this game. Other campaigns. So I get a little bit disheveled sometimes as we go later on into the series. I'm looking forward to accepting Francine, woohoo! Finally a good culture. Everybody loves the damn French bastards. Frenchy Francie pants. Now, I'm not so sure that I'm... what the hell? So happy about the fact that you've just been pumping mercenaries your whole life, apparently, France. Unbelievable. And we should, yeah, have inherited Florida, which looks sweet. Look at that color. Beautiful, mate. And French Canada, Florida, French La Palette. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This guy, we may, if we give him subsidies, he may manage to continue colonizing up to 10, but we just inherited 2 additional merchants. We also inherited more Liberty Desire. I noticed a lot of the time they hate being inherited like this by another nation. We don't exactly have enough diplomats once again. I moved the one from Venice. Okay. Okay, it takes a month to adjust. That's what it is. Here we go. So I'm going to begin collecting in the English Channel, guys. As you can see, we have a tiny bit of influence, but I plan to take London, Yorkshire, but also Corks, and everything else on the mainland, so that we have the French region from England. Which is going to increase our influence over the English Channel significantly. And as we continue to expand into the lowlands, which is exactly what I plan to do, it's going to do the same thing. So that's an obvious one there, because it will give us a tiny amount. Even though it's a small amount, look how wealthy the English Channel is. It's ridiculous. So a merchant there is good. In regards to another merchant, off the top of my dome, let's do that. But I'll see if it's more... if it could be more well optimized in the future. But that's going to go up to Aden, which is going to go up to Alexandria into Constantinople, which according to this, briefly looking around, it is the second best trading node after the English. Channel feels good, man. Let's go ahead and appease the nobility and get right back to it. These are all mercs, aren't they? Wait. No, just that amount of them is mercs. Okay, we can get these guys to help us out here in the meantime. Wait, somebody's still not happy? Are you serious? Wow, I'm surprised I gave 30 development over and he's still mad. He's a mad hater. Alrighty, so Spain. No, why you do this? I gotta placate him again. Because I don't want the royal marriage to end. You've done good work for us, Spain. I appreciate you. French Canada. I think we actually pulled them out of the war, guys, by integrating France. So that was actually pretty good for them, I would say, because they would have got us smothered by the British colonies. Alright, so I'm trying to focus here on getting Bohemia out of this war and then separate piecing the British, and then hoping at that stage, guys, that the coalition disappears. I mean, the Timurids fighting, they're embroiled in a large war here. But yeah, I hope you guys are satisfied with that. Often I find it fairly difficult to actually... God dang it, France. It's just got mercenaries all about. I find it quite difficult to achieve things. I feel like it can move quite slowly, and what you do achieve is not that great often as we get further towards the end of the game. But it is 1703. If we ever manage to get to peace, I'm going to begin integrating Ravensburg, and the Orthodox is really becoming influential over Germany now, which is pretty cool. I noticed, guys, did you guys see that I think Sweden was reduced to his capital and this province? And then the Polish actually PU'd him, but the Polish have obviously actually reconquested against Scandinavia massively. I mean, that's pretty cool in a way, but we will have to rickety wreck the Polish at some point, because the I really assumed that the Russians would continue to do so, barrel rolling into the Commonwealth, but yeah, he's just not doing it, so we're going to have to do it, and ironically, we're going to have to actually fight him at the same time. But either way, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really looking forward to painting the New World purple, as that is one thing that I have never actually done before myself. But I'll see you then in future episodes when we achieve exactly that.